slowly can feel the hunger coming back. It is midnight now. I hope the last 3 ones are short, because I do need to sleep enough so that tomorrow I can tackle these SCPs with enough energy. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Recorded Curio is this next one, and it is short. Nice. We're back to a safe. SCP-1757 is to be kept in a locked storage container within the Site-17 audio/visual department, with keypad combination in possession of research director. Under no circumstances are researchers to be allowed to view SCP-1757 if it must be played for any reason. Class D personnel, preferably those with some level of mental retardation, are to be employed. SCP-1757 is a Sony VHS tape of average make containing 96 minutes and 12 seconds of footage. The tape shows average wear for an item of its age, circa 15 years, and contains a label onto which the words "Just Curious" have been written with a blue felt pen. As is normal with VHS tapes, SCP-1757 exhibits shifting colors and frames, as well as bursts of static and occasional audio loss. Segments 11:03 to 11 minutes, I guess that's 11 minutes 3 seconds, to 27 minutes 45 seconds and 77 minutes 21 seconds. I don't know. Have shown to have the least errors while viewing, and contains a label onto which the words "Just Curious" have been written with a blue felt pen. Note that the anomalous properties of the specimen are restricted to the tape itself. Copies of the tape show nothing but static. Man, I just have flashbacks to the days when I had VHS tapes and I had to like rewind, rewind the whole tape just to watch the movie. Man. That was a time. DVDs came out eventually, and then everybody lost their shit. They're like, what? I don't have to rewind anymore. I can just play it. When viewed on any device capable of playing the tape, SCP-1757 contains footage of a man filmed against a white wall when looking directly at the camera. I don't like that. As long as the viewer finds no interest in the tape or the film whatsoever, no anomalous properties manifest, and the whole of the film consists of this imagery. What do you mean, as long as it shows no interest? What does it mean to show no interest? Like, it's just looking at at the footage real quick, like, okay, and then look away. Is that like, does that not count? Or it's like looking at it and waiting for something new to happen? Is that showing interest? Or what if you just like, like you walk away, but then like every 5 minutes you check on it? Is that showing interest? Like what? Showing interest is a really vague way to describe how this could happen. The likelihood of anomalies is further decreased if multiple people are viewing it simultaneously, unless all share a strong feeling of curiosity towards the film. Again, if all of them are viewing it simultaneously, aren't they just already curious? The way this is written makes me like question if I'm reading this right. Kind of fitting how we went from movie critics to now a movie. Yeah, you're right. The man is an average build with light brown hair and no other notable characteristics aside from heavy black eyeliner on his eyes. There's no audio on the film except for a soft background hum. I would hate a movie that's just, I don't know, I would feel slightly uncomfortable. Even though it's a movie, like it's not like physically happening. The idea of the movie just being this guy just staring at the camera. And it's just like in the background as a hum. If the viewer takes interest or intensely ponders SCP-1757, its origin, its content, or the person appearing in its content while viewing the film, begins deviating from the norm. The person under the footage, hereafter referred to as -A, appears to take an interest towards the people watching the film, turning his head, changing expression, and following the movement with his eyes. Here we go. This is exactly the reason why I wouldn't watch this thing. Camera footage of the film shows that the deviation is real and not just a psychological effect in the mind of the viewers. Or at this point, it's not like that fucking painting thing where like, oh, the painting is looking at me. Yeah, the bauble hates you, like the clown, right? That's just like, yeah. You're right. Maybe it's like in a similar. Maybe whoever made this tape made also bauble hates you. Who knows? At this point, observers often comment on a feeling of being watched. The chance of an event -SC is approximately 3%. 3% to per observer, with the probability increasing with time spent watching and the amount of interest taken towards SCP-1757. So I guess interest is like if you have this in the background while doing something else that's not showing interest. It's just on. If you occasionally just look at the screen, that's not showing interest. That's just like yeah, it's just there. You're like, oh, did something else happen? No, okay, and then you look away again. But the moment you like actually sit down, you're like, okay, what's the story behind this? Who are you? What are you? Then this shit happens. Those under an event SC report a constant feeling of being spied on, as well as trouble sleeping soundly. Occasionally, these feelings manifest as any number of the following: aggression, paranoia, and or hatred towards SCP-1757. So instead of bauble hating us, we hate this guy. An urge to study the history of the Afro-stated. An urge to repeatedly view the Afro-state. Oh, great. We gain an aggressive obsession with this guy. Strong anxiety or distress towards -A. Yeah, that makes sense. Unless an observer is able to stop studying the film and its background, the event concludes with an assault on the observer's person. Invariably, at the time, he or she cannot seek immediate help. The event has no eyewitnesses, but the aftermath is well reported. Over case of event CE have been reported. The account is currently 1575-CE-. Victims are mutilated. Wait, the event has no eyewitnesses, but the aftermath is well reported. Victims are mutilated and subsequently bled to death with a sharp tool of some sort. Oh shit. Furthermore, several of the victims have exhibited bite marks, carved brands, disfigurement of genitalia, sear wounds, and dental maim. Fucking hell, this escalated so fast. It went from like guy on screen that you have to show interest in to you becoming paranoid of the guy on screen because he seems to be like following you, to you getting aggressively obsessed with guy on screen, to now you being dead. The positions and intricacy of the wounds suggest a methodical approach, but no pattern has yet been defined. Addendum 1. The tape was recovered on 2000. Also, I should probably, you know what? Alright, I just need to, real quick, add this to the list. Because this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Alright, add to the list. Nice. Okay, back. Here we go. What was that? Yeah. In the middle of the police operation in France to catch the étrangler. Is that a strangler? The serial killer of some fame. So the man, real name, later D20821, was quickly incarcerated. He, along with the contents of his studio apartment, was confiscated by the Foundation soon after. The annexed paraphernalia contained, among other things, over 400 snuff films. Oh no. Over 20 of them were stolen from police stations across southeastern France. SCP-1757 was found among them. D20821 denied all murders, blaming the tape instead. On a written confession to Dr. W, he claimed, "I showed the film to my friends. I showed a lot of my films to my friends. They were so exciting. They were so cool. I was just curious." Oh, here we go. Why D20821 isn't affected by the tape, even though he shows obsessive interest towards it, as of yet unexplained. Addendum 2 on 2000. During an unauthorized viewing by Dr. W. -A spoke for the first and thus for only time. The security cameras were unable to record the conversation. God, I love you. Expletive redacted. I always wanted to be like you. You look for the little things in your life. Study the intricacies. Humans are creatures of nuances and small things. You break things just to figure out what they are made of. You, redacted, with abandon on the off chance they'll... I respect you. I respect that. I really do. Having retreated to the corner of the room, Dr. W. stays silent. I don't mean bad. I just can't help myself. I guess that's why I surpass you. I'm more curious. For example, what do you look like on the skin? Just curious. According to Dr. -A, cease speaking at this point. Leave. Flee. Never what? Why would you watch tape? What have you done? What have you done to yourself? Damn. Damn, that's scary though. That is good. That's scary. Yeah, man, that is. Like, what do you do against that? Like, if you once you're curious about the film, like, what do you do? Like, if you were aware that you like this one, yeah, same. It's really good. If you were aware, so wait, hold on. If Siskel and Ebert actually reviewed this movie, would they be dead? Would they actually be able to review the movie, or would they come out of it on top? They're like, yeah, some guy tried to kill us. Like, wow, they really tried to like sell the plot of the movie by having some guy show up in the theater try to attack us. It's like getting an autistic hyperfixation. Yeah, hyperfixation on a serial killer that pops out of the movie, Ringo style, Sadako style, and then kills you. Fucking insane. That's a good one. How much did rating did this get? 91. No, that deserves into the 300. No, 500. That deserves higher than that. That deserves more than that. It's probably because like it's not many people know about it. That's why it's a low rated one. Because I think the idea behind that is really good. Yeah, of course at the end like the thing that like sets it off might be like very easy to avoid, but it's still the concept that is very well done. It's like, hey, what if you have this like movie that doesn't show anything else besides some guy staring at you, and the moment you're curious at what this is all about, that's when you're in deep shit. It also preys on like the natural curiosity of humans, you know, like you're not gonna have that on the big screen and not once think to yourself like, what's actually happening on that thing? Like it's been the same thing for 2 hours now, and nothing changed. Let me sit down and see if there's anything interesting that happened. Like maybe like even like, you know, just go like rewind a little bit and be like, did I miss something? Like, what is he all about? And then like that's when the shit starts going wrong. So yeah, no, I think that this one deserves a lot more love. Same with the at the movies with Siskel and Ebert. Like, again, this might be because like people are just not aware of it. Deserves a lot more love for sure.